Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, this is always a fun game when Georgia takes on Ole Miss. Last year's game was absolutely wild during the regular season. Not a single punt in the first half. And keep in mind, Georgia might have a little revenge on their mind after Ole Miss knocked them out of the college football playoff last season. Even though Lane Kiffin's gone, there is still a lot of back and forth with this Georgia-Ole Miss rivalry. Cannot wait to get this thing kicked off. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The run inside. It's Lacey. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
There's some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Under fire. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Running inside. It's Phillips. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situation.
There's a crease. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. And the Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Phillips. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Complete downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Frazier. And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Moves it forward just a bit. A pickup of 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played 1. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Here comes the heat. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And it's a little bit of a cat and mouse game there. Nice job by the defense dialing up the perfect coverage, taking all the downfield throws away on third and long in the red zone. So nice job by the QB. You got to throw that one away. You just got to eat it. Now you have an opportunity still at a field goal.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That brings him to within one.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Phillips. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Rebels offense is back on the field. Running to the left. Slithers into space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphreys.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the the run. It's Lacey. He's there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Rebels. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to let.
The extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield.
Maybe a crease. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
19, Georgia, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now and getting him stopped.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. And those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball in the bring. But goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards. But too many guys coming after him too quickly.
They'll go right back to the run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll pitch it. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Down in the end zone, the big play there, and the defense gets the stop. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Rebels.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book, 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Oregon in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Frazier again. picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give to Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find the rhythm here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Maybe some room here.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Fighting off the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Runs through a man. He might have space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go right back to him. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here's a little room there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They want that clock to run. Breaks the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
QB draw. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Uncorks one. He makes a catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Georgia going up tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Frazier again. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. In the red area, it's Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the fourth, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Running inside, it's Lindsey. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. He's taking a deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm in this game right now.